Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is Jaylee's Corner. I hope everybody is having a great Sunday, okay? Even though it's later in the afternoon of the evening and whatnot, okay? I was supposed to be live at 5, had to push it back because I was tired, okay? But I am here now to chit chat about the love and marriage Huntsville reunion part 2 of season 3. Thank you for all the live watchers. Thank you for girl. Wait, I get my lip for the live watchers as well as the people who will be watching the replay. You all are very much so greatly appreciated. Okay, y'all know first things first. There's a couple things to do. You got to make sure that you are subscribed to my channel. Okay, to become a whole JayBird, dot and stuff. Okay, y'all know to subscribe to my secondary channel as well. The link to that is always in the description box below. Y'all know to do these things here, okay? All these things here. I said each and every time, okay? Liking and commenting and sharing and relaxing and centering yourself and inhaling, yes, please and thank you, okay? Follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner everywhere on Twitter, not Facebook. No, well, yeah, I guess Facebook too. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and those things. But yes, I am here, okay? With lipstick on and everything. Okay, here a little bit wet, but we're gonna leave that be and whatnot. We'll have a good little chit chat. Look, y'all know my rule, okay? This is a conversation, so if you are here, please be active in the chats because if you're not active in the chat, I ain't gotta be live. Okay, I'm live to talk to y'all. Okay, don't be sitting around here stalking me, just watching me and not saying nothing, watching me and not liking a video, watching me not participating in what's going on. Okay, I may be in pajamas in a sports bra, but that don't mean I'm not here for business. Okay, so let's make sure to get into all of that. But hello to everybody who's popping in. And seeing that's around here, okay. This is we're in the gang right now. Thank you so much, okay. Because I try my best, okay. I try my best. Hey. Um, hello. Trying to scroll. Oh, excuse me. Scroll down. Um, this is cool. The football game is over. My Browns won. We're ready for the review. The football, I don't watch football like that, so I don't be knowing, okay? But hello to everyone that's around here, okay? Honey, look, can we come and drag everyone but Martell? I feel like everyone has already drugged Martell. He's an easy drag, okay? Because he's an easy drag, I'd be like, get out of my face, okay? Get out of my face, Martell. Got my hair looking same way, right? Look, it's pulled up in a little bun back here, but it's washing. Look, I love washing my hair every week. I used to wash my hair multiple times a week, but now I can't because it's cold here. But you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Hey, it's my first live. It's your first live. Well, have a good time. Sit back, chit chat. Okay, this is an active live. I like talking to the people. So it's time to converse. Now, YouTube takes a few, like 5 to 10 minutes to let folks know we laugh. So the first 5 to 10 minutes is a bit of conversational chit chat and whatnot. Okay. Thank you for the love. Okay. Thank you for becoming a member. I can't. Oh, Oileski Williams. Y'all know I'm horrible at word at names. I'm horrible with that. But thank you so much for becoming a member. Because being a member is just supporting your favorite YouTuber. Okay, it is always appreciated very much. So okay. Hello, okay, hello. Tiffany Dress is giving Davis bridal. It did. I'm like, what is she wearing? It gave. We will get into that because it was a lot going on. And I'm like, I don't know if I liked it. And I feel like for some reason we didn't really get enough of the looks this season for the reunion. They only had that one photo of the main 6 characters together with Carlos, but we did not get a photo of Tiffany and Louis's outfit or really even Destiny, okay? And I'm like, I guess so. Come through red lip. I have been wearing lipstick every day since around 20. 17, I believe, when I first got my Fenty lip. And I recently have not been wearing lipstick every day to give my lips a break. But I love when I get a good red lip on, like a good red lip. Okay. Um, Definitely was cute, but it looked heavy. What is that? Velvet? I think it may have been velvet. I can use if I had 10 minutes to go pick up my food. Honey, get me, look. Can you get me a vodka and pineapple juice, okay, with some ice in it, okay? That's what I like. Thank you very much. Because sometimes, we want to drink too. Uh, I still can't figure out how to become a member. To become a member, you have to go on the web. Like, you can't be on the app on your phone. You have to go, like, on the computer to our YouTube page. It's a thing that says, like, join. If I can share my screen, it may not show that because I can. So I'm gonna share my screen real fast just to show y'all, what it looked like for y'all to be able to become a member of any YouTuber who you like. Okay, so share the screen of it all. So you have to be on the internet. Oh, thank you so much for the dollar. Um, you have to be on the website. You see the little join button up there. You see join, customize. Y'all won't see customize or manage videos, but again, you will see the join button when you are on the website. Okay, so for those of y'all who are always on the app or whatever, this is what my page looked like on cute little banner. I'm at 27,500 subscribers. Okay, and all of that stuff. But again, also, if y'all don't know, the community tab right here is where we put stuff. So if you don't know, again, click on, you can read things here. As y'all see, I have a little question about year-end stuff there. Okay. You can also, membership stuff there. Okay. You can see the about stuff. Look, y'all see this? I have 8,129,069 views as a YouTuber. Okay. Yay. That's what I do. But anyway, I'm back. But yeah, that's how you become a member. Just so y'all know. Okay, just so y'all know. I want to show y'all that because sometimes you have to figure things out. Those Sky Brothers was go drag. Those Sky Brothers was maybe going drag the new girl husband. Hey, I don't know what that means. I'm gonna leave that be. Destiny here looked a mess. It was a lot of hair. It did look like a nest. I get where she was going, but it was a lot of hair. Okay, a whole lot. Thank you, Lisa. Okay, see, I showed y'all what to do. Hey, Sam. Okay, where did Destiny out them hips? Honey, from the store, from someone's store. Okay, hey, Mr. D. So it's look, it's been about 10 minutes. Okay, let's get into the episode. So we all know this is part two. Okay, of the reunion. Part one was good. Okay, we all liked Carlos hosting and whatnot. That was fine. And I do think he did a great job with questions, with follow-up questions and all of that. Honey, not a nest, a whole nest. Okay. That he shouldn't have been there. We're gonna get into that because you know what I'm saying. Even though he asked, you know what? Let's wait. Oh, I ain't got my notes pulled up. See, I done got all up in here and talking to y'all and just forgot that I needed my notes to know what was going on. Okay, and that's what we need around here. Okay, hello, okay, to me and the JayBirds. Definitely was giving background vocal. It's showtime at the Apollo tonight. Okay, little showground answer. But again, I want to get into now. Do not have me the pictures. I had to put this as my thumbnail because I feel like the best moment for me was the back and forth between Marceau and Lewis towards the end. So that was my whole thing. Okay, but again, we see this episode, everybody here. Okay, you got Mel and Kimmy and Tisha and Destiny and Tiffany and Martell and Maurice and Marceau and Lewis. So many names, honey, so many names. Okay, I think I'm gonna put this one up because again, it's down here. Y'all can see my face, but again, these the people we talking about round here. Bring, bring. Anyway, so do not forget this Tuesday, the 14th. The Late Friends panel will be live on my channel at 9:30. We'll be live on my channel on Tuesday for a show, and then on Jamie's channel on Thursday for a show, and then we are on hiatus until January 6th. And I think at that point we'll be back live on, I think, maybe Bonnie's channel. I'm on the 6th. But again, this Tuesday, 9:30, the panel will be on my channel. Come on through and have a good little time, okay? But back to the people, okay, that we're here for. Because again, it was a lot going on, a whole lot going on, and we ain't like it. Hello, okay, hello, and all of that. So we see the ramifications of Carlos asking Martell if you had met side chick coleslaw, macaroni and cheese, before you met Mel, the side dish. Had you met side dish before Melanie, would you have been married to side dish and not Mel? Now he sat there for a long time not saying nothing. Okay, I don't want to answer. I'm gonna stay silent. Martell does those kind of things to piss Mel off and to make it seem like, maybe I don't. No, we know. Look, Martell married who he wanted to marry. Okay, and we not gonna act like that ain't what he did. Okay, now he again said, I don't want to answer. And I'm not gonna fine. Mel, that's some bullshit, Carlos. That's some bullshit. At the end of the day, Martell couldn't leave me alone. He also could not leave side piece alone. Okay, he could not leave either of us alone because he never left me. I left him. And had she stayed with Martell, he would still be trying to deal with them both. Okay? And yes, Mel was right. Martell is full of shit. Okay? Because anything besides saying, I would have always married my wife. Because I could not have expected that 14 years later, I would be a cheating, philandering, penis sharing, baby making asshole who no one likes anymore. Okay, we couldn't have guessed that. No, not that. No, not that. Okay, not at all. Okay, now, um, yes, he's full of shit, full of the shit that no one wants to know about. Okay, not at all. Yes, that part. Okay, he didn't cuss. He couldn't think of a laugh at right. Martell can only think of smart comebacks when he's arguing. When he's arguing and he's in the heat of the moment, sometimes he's there with the bullshit. He couldn't figure out how can I still make Mel feel like I don't want her, but I do want her, but not piss her off so that she may not want me. Because let's not get it twisted. Martell is still fully trying to have Mel be in his life. Martell wants the Mel back. He does. But he also just can't let go of I was a fool to fuck up my marriage, but I can't acknowledge it more than I already have. He wants to still make it seem like, well, Mel was wrong too. No, brother, you were wrong. You ruined your marriage. Okay, points blank, period. Okay, and not like get out of my face right there. Shut up. We don't believe you. You get on our nerves. Be quiet. Okay, Martell is the worst kind of dude to be in any type of relationship with. I agree because he's a cheater, a liar, and he just he's very much so a massive manipulator. And it's sad that we see that in so many different ways. Yes, Martell knew she was a blessing, and he's still trying to be connected to that blessing, all up and through. Okay. Now, Carlos says how, well, it seemed like, Martell was in love with two women. Okay. And, no disrespect, Mel, but it seemed like, you know, you just weren't enough for him to just be with you. And Mel said, no, sir. No, sir. I was very much so enough. Okay. I would never say I wasn't enough. Okay. Martell has admitted that he was just greedy. Okay. That I was his everything, but he still wanted more. And Martell agrees. I did say that. I was right. And it pissed me off that Carlos was trying to say the reason, or not the reason, but a part of the scenario of him cheating was because, well, Mel wasn't enough, so he had to go out and get someone else. No, he had what he had. Okay, he had what he had. He fucked it up because he was being greedy. It has nothing to do with who Mel was, what she did, because they was in a great, well, they were in a marriage for how many years before he started being stupid and doing whatever else. But do not try to place any of that on, well, Mel, you weren't enough for him. So he had to go out and find. No, he didn't. He chose to. It was a choice. Okay, so Carlos, cut the bullshit. Okay, not that Martell get his jewels. No, he don't have. He have a driver's license? He may not have that. Okay, no, 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 no. I don't believe it. Let's see. Carlos Kane did too much. Yeah, it was team too much with that comment made me mad. Okay, Martell is still not making any moves about himself. None at all. Okay, he still ain't shit. Martell is a bald-headed liar. He is. Okay, and we know that. Martell was in Martell's ass. Like, honey, look. I mean, Melanie was in Martell's ass. Like she was fully like, I'm not gonna allow you to piss me off. Not gonna happen. Um, Everybody on stage was like, Martell, just say no. Right. Just be quiet and say no. Carl's doing too much there, but Mel cleared his. Yes, I like that Mel didn't even do it in a messy way. Like, fuck you, Carlos. Okay. It was like, no, 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 no. I was for sure enough. Okay. That's on that man. That ain't on me. Okay. Martell had AC. Your 20 is over there. Your 20, your sad piece ass baby mama. Okay. Carlos is not an expert on heterosexual relationships. He isn't. He isn't. Okay. I think I can think of Carlos was trying to throw him a bone. He probably was, because I will say this is the weird part for me. Carlos kept his foot on Martell's neck, yes. However, you can ask someone all the questions in the world. However, if they don't answer the questions, does it matter? It doesn't really matter, because again, my thing is, I feel like, or I felt like, he was asking him a lot of questions. However, I don't feel like Martell was answering any of those questions like he should have. Okay. And question after question after question, the fact that Martell won't even say Sad Piece's name. Martell won't say when his baby was born. There was a lot Martell would not say when it came to what he had done and things he had did and was doing, even on the reunion. He would just kind of sit there and smirk, like the sadistic manipulator that he is. And that's the part that pissed me off the most. Okay. I think I was trying to stay in good graces with Martell and the other ladies so he can keep getting the mess from them. I can see that. But I feel like no one wants to see Coleslaw on the show. No one really cares about Martell and Coleslaw's relationship. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Coleslaw will ever be on the show, because she could have already been on the show, truthfully, because we've seen the one conversation he had with her over the phone. I think it was in season 2, while she was still pregnant or whatever, and he was asking her for the DNA test. So I feel like they had ample time to bring her into the fold in some kind of way, and they never will, because she's a peasant, truth be told. Because Martell made her a peasant. Okay, that's on him. Okay, and Martell trying to make her look bad on national television, forgetting that eventually the kids will see this. He's doing his children a disservice. Martell is a piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Maybe Carlos knows something that we don't. Honey, I think he knows a lot of things we don't, but I also think he knows how to ask questions that are juicy, so no one can say, well, he didn't even ask it. So he asked juicy questions, but at some point he did not force, or not, I won't say force, but he didn't push for Martell to answer more things. He allowed Martell to just kind of say, I won't talk about that. I'm like, no, answer things. Say what's going on, okay? Coleslaw doesn't need a platform at all. At all. Because, again, she knew for years that she was fucking a married man. Leave her out of my face, okay? So, Martell did agree that he was being greedy or whatever, that Mel was everything. Mel brings up how she also knew that it was not just sex between him and Coleslaw because of how long he, was dealing with her. So she knew it more than that. I think Mel at some point accepted my husband cared for this bitch. Okay. However, because we have 3, 4 kids and 12 years of marriage, I'm believing my husband when he's saying we gonna work it out. I'm done cheating. Okay, I believe him or whatever. And she brought up how she was never okay with him cheating. However, she was hopeful as his wife that he would be a better person. Martell is not equipped to be a better person. Okay, points blank and period. Yucks. Okay. Now, she said, she believed him because he was convincing that he would talk to you in a way that made you feel like everything he said was the truth. Again, he's a manipulator. And again, you as his wife assume, hey, my husband is not lying to me no more. My husband wants to go ahead and fix we've been married for 12 years. You're 4 children. I believe my husband. And I'm like, that's the sad part. He used that to give himself more time to keep doing dirt until the point of creating a new baby. Okay. And she brings up how, I was there for him. Okay. We were at home. Like, I didn't get pregnant myself. Like, we were having sex, being together as husband and wife, living a life. Even when he threw his back out, I was nursing him to health or whatever, had to help him up the stairs. This fool crawled to the bathroom to get a secondary phone, and I caught him on the second phone. And I'm like, oh, you have another phone? Nigga. And again, things that you kind of find out that your husband ain't shit. Okay, not a damn thing. And I'm like, because he on bullshit. I almost met you chicken and wanted to prove are hilarious. No smoke when they're in person. Kimmy said we can have a Scotty sit down. We'll get on that later. Call live. Hey, okay. How much do you think they're getting paid? I don't know. More than me. Yeah, he really never thighs and shit. I don't know what that means. Oh, girl, you call her thighs. Martell done do 2 size, 2 spaghetti cap suits. It needs to get out my face. Get out of my face. Okay. I would have broke his back. Honey, look, he would have never got down the stairs again. He would have been slithering, slide down, broke back and all. Okay. Martell is one of those forever dog. He's a forever dog type of man. Okay. Because Martell knew to not answer certain questions because he knew if he did, he either would piss Mel off more, okay, or he would piss Coleslaw off more. And he doesn't want to piss either of them off more than he already has. Okay, honey, punch him downstairs. He would have never walked again. Okay, look. It's a thin line between love and hate is all I'm gonna say. But yeah, you can't have me nursing you back to health and you are crawling to a bathroom to get on a phone to talk. Look, it would have been some furniture moving going on around here, okay? Now Carlos brings up this Carlos again is a point where he pissed me off. Carlos said he does believe that Martell tried to stop cheating. I believe you, Martell. I do believe you tried your best, the best to stop cheating with sad chick, but however, your connection to her was just too strong. The best way to stop cheating is to do what? Stop cheating. Cut it off. It's not, you know what I'm saying? You had to go to that lady. You know what I'm saying? You had to go over there to that lady. So for him to say, oh, I do think he tried to stop cheating. I do. He did not. He did not. He tried to hide it more. Okay, that's what it was. Okay, and Mel brought up a whole good point. If side pizza is a whole meal, a whole restaurant, a whole smorgasbord of all the meats and cheeses and sides that he wants, if she's all these nourishing things in his body, okay, why was he still seeing other people? Okay, if she's all of this, even now, if she was all of the, if he not full with a whole restaurant, smorgasbord, buffet bitch, okay, buffet bitch. If he ain't full with that, then you know what? Something wrong with him. Look, something wrong with Martell, okay? Because you out here, it can be your insecurities, it can be a sexual addiction, it can be your ego needing to be choked, whatever it is, that's something going on with you. I say, Mel, let him know. Because Carlos gonna try to say, okay, smorgasbord, sad piece, with all these things where he could not leave her be, but he also couldn't leave Mel, but he also was cheating with other people. So get off my dick, Carlos. Don't make it seem as if smorgasbord is the best all, be all, or whatever. Okay, that's on bullshit. Okay, it's on complete bullshit. Now, first of all, in the meantime, in between time, I need y'all to do what? Like the video. Because anything else is uncivilized. Okay, if you round here, it's 239 of y'all in here, and the video only has 76 likes. I need y'all to go ahead and like the video. Do not be the weird stalker. Watching me and not liking. Watching me and not talking. Okay, let's get into. Anyway, back to Mel saying he has all the smorgasbord, the buffet bitch, but he's still around here doing other things with other people. He is something wrong with him. And Martell said, oh, just because I'm seeing somebody else, okay, just because I'm seeing someone else did not mean that I was going to marry her. We all know that. We know that very well, that you had no intention of marrying her because Mel has divorced you. Y'all done had a baby over there, and you still won't even say her name. You won't even really acknowledge her much. Like we know she exists, but he keep it real quiet. Okay, bull of the shit to me. Okay, and I was like, cause he ain't shit. Cheated on me with this lady, and you still gonna tell me with it because I'm not going with you, don't mean I won't be with her. And Mel say, you know what, he always said that even if he wasn't with me, he still would not be with her. And he still ain't. That ain't his girlfriend, it ain't his wife, she is his baby mama, okay? And it's weird that he wants people to put some respect on Coldflaw because she birthed one of his fucking babies. However, to me, birthing that man baby does not put you on the same pedestal as his wife, who he was with for 14 years in total. Yes, they may be divorced now. Yes. However, bitch, you didn't earn no strikes to be on my same level. Okay, don't forget that. Now, Carlos asked Maurice and Marceau, well, have y'all ever been around old girl? Have y'all ever been around old girl and Martell? Now, Maurice said no. We later on found out that was basically a lie. That was a lie. But Marceau says, well, yeah, I was one time. I'm like, oh, when was this? What happened? Okay. Now, Marceau brings up how they were on a guy's trip. And during the trip, whatever, old girl showed up. Pop up, pop up, pop up. She's here. Okay. He said, we told him, or I tried to tell him, that ain't what you want. That's not the thing to do. Not the thing to be. Get out my face or whatever. And saying, and then he brought up how Martell is different around her, that he's more aggressive. And I don't know what he meant by more aggressive. We know that Martell keeps saying that no one wants a woman who's like, no one wants a woman who's very mouthy. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like with Mel, Martell had to shut the fuck up sometime because Mel would not put up with certain things. And I'm assuming, I'm guessing, I'm insinuating that he was more aggressive with Coleslaw, a buffet bitch, because she was timid. She was just happy to be with him, so he could be more alpha male around her, which could have came off as more aggressive. I don't know. But all I know is I would be pissed if I found out our mutual friends was around you with the lady you was cheating on me with. It would have pissed me off. Okay. And I don't believe she popped up. She brought the ladies to the girl trip, because why would one female pop up? Why does one? Does Maurice have something to hide? Maurice, he's a terrible liar. How's he a lawyer? I don't know. Um, the Scott brothers are some big liars. I don't. You know what I'm saying? Marcel was saying he being emotionally connected was not the move. Marcel was the second move. Either way I go, I like that Marcel was at least saying, bro, you shouldn't do this. But Martel ain't gonna listen because he ain't shit. Now, Tisha then asked, because when Marcel said how he told Martel, like, that ain't it. That ain't it. Don't do that. And so Tisha, what did that mean? What do you mean? What did you mean by telling him that ain't it or whatever? Because for her, she said, I don't even like the fact that he was around, that lady when Mel was our friend. At this point in time, they were all good friends at that point in time. And, Mel brings up how what he meant is like a Honda and a Rolls Royce. I said, not a Honda. Is it a Honda Civic? Because, Martell then gets not offended, but he says that, you and her both went to the same school. I'm like, what the fuck does that matter? So what, crackheads and doctors can shop at the same bodega? It does not mean they on the same playing field. It's like he consistently likes to make Mel feel like her and Buffet bitch is on the same level, and they're not. Okay, and they're not. Someone get this person out of here. Anything with this stuff in here, they are a bot. So go ahead and delete them on out. Okay. So it was weird to me that Martell was trying to make it seem like, well, you're the same person. You know what I'm saying? And Mel said, bullshit. You would not put me on the. I was 12 years married, 4 kids. I'm not on that. She not on my level. Shut up with that bullshit or whatever. And when Martell then said, well, I have a kid with her too, so I don't want anyone, what I'm saying? Bitch, fuck her. Completely fuck her. Do you think Tisha was aware before Mel found out? No. And this is why I say no. Marceau don't tell Tisha regular shit. So I can't imagine he came home and told her that. You know what I'm saying? I don't. So we're going to get into a little bit what Tisha said later on. And that. Coleslaw brought her homegirls potato salad and green beans. Honey brought the size to the man and the men of the meat. Okay, I can see that happen. I can for sure, definitely see that happening, and it was some bullet the shit. The difference between let's wait to us. Difference between Marcel and Marcel. Marcel did not fall in love. He did not fall in love with a side piece. If Marcel has one, he don't love her. We ain't never seen her. She ain't got no baby. Okay, as far as we know, I'll leave that be. I think Tisha was around her, and I think Ariana said she was around Tisha before. Honey, I don't know. Yeah, girl, I don't want to get the line now. I don't get the line. Mel was not on that shit. Look, Mel was not taking no shit from nobody. Okay, not at all. Now the conversation goes to, well, because Kimmy then said how the men should have left. Okay, the men should not have stayed around or whatever and participated in being around Marceau and honey, not a girl, not a thank you. Who just sent this? Tracy. She be on it. Okay. I'm gonna put that up a little in a minute. But Kimmy thing was she did not like the fact that the men were around. She would have preferred had they seen Martell with the old girl. Okay, that they would have walked away, left the situation, not been involved, because being around her makes y'all complicit in Martell's cheating. And while I get what Kimmy meant, I also feel like if I have a friend who's married, okay, listen, Karla. Y'all know Karla, my best friend. She's married, great marriage. If I'm with Karla and Karla is cheating on her husband, I would not leave. She's my friend. I would still say, friend, what you doing? But I'm not gonna leave. Not at all. Because now if I see my friend's husband cheating, I'm gonna definitely stick around. I'm gonna get some pictures. I'm gonna get proof of that shit and then show my friend. But women and men do things differently. So I never expect a man to do things that I myself as a woman would do. Period. But I like to be a strong word. I understood both Kimmy's point in saying, you should leave. I understood Maurice's point in saying, but if I leave, how can I convince him or talk to him or influence him to not keep doing it? I got both of their points. Because again, they're all friends. So either way it go, you leaving isn't going to stop him from cheating. But you staying does not mean that you're complicit in the cheating. As long as you're telling him, you should not, don't do this, stop it, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? So I was able to see both points to me. But Tisha then brings up how, because they asked her if she knew, and Tisha said that when Mel found out about the cheating, and Mel then told them, she then asked Marceau about what was going on or whatever, and Marceau then told her about the trip they took to Atlanta previously, where he seen the girl. She was upset. So Tisha was saying she did not find out until Mel told them about it. You know what I'm saying, and then Marceau told her because they were talking about it. So I mean, because I can't see Tisha keeping that a secret if she knew before Mel. As much as she doesn't want anyone thinking her husband was cheating, but I also feel like all of this male trips or whatever, these boy trips, could be the reason as to why both Mel, Kimmy, and Tisha have always said little thing like him saying, well, if Martell was doing it, maybe it was Marceau may have been doing it too, because again, they were all together. So it's just, honey, it's a lot. I go with Kimmy though because they're all friends. I do that too. I won't leave either, but if I'm the same level of friends with both, then I leave. It's hard because it's like, whose side do you choose? Like if Mel had seen Marceau cheating, I do think Mel would have left because women handle things differently than men. It doesn't mean anything is right or wrong because we just handle things differently. But I'm like, honey, it's hard because again, the men are friends with Martell, and that men has this weird ass bond or whatever. It's just stupid to me. But I wonder when Teach found out. When did that happen? Okay. But anyway, when they bring up how they all was hanging out in Atlanta, that's when Mel then bring. Oh, so y'all was really, because Martell made it seem as if, well, the cheating started or whatever. Then Mel was the one who made it public. But her thing was, you kept saying that, but you was out with her in public. You were out with her. You know what I'm saying? In Atlanta, you were out doing trips with her. So you made this shit public, not just me. And the guy that was in 2015, I meant to just airdrop myself the picture that you just sent me because Marceau, posted a picture. And I love because Marceau messy ass out here posting pictures. I'm gonna pop off screen because my signal may be low. Come on, picture. Where you at? Honey, sometimes it takes so long, honey. We got time for all that. But Marceau posted this picture, and I'm gonna add to the screen or whatever, so y'all can see what I see. Do you hear what I hear? Cheating. Okay, cheating. Okay, so Marceau messy ass went ahead and posted the boys' night, the boy trip picture from 2015 on his IG. Why? Because Marceau like, look, y'all ain't gonna make me out to be the bad guy. Okay, if I'm going down, we all going down. Okay, everybody going down with the ship. Boom. So I wish I could have blew it up, but I had time. But that's them on the boys trip in 2015. We see Martell, we see Marceau, we see somebody else right there, and then we see Maurice. Now there's also a female sitting behind all of them. I don't know who that is. And then Marcel's caption said, "Just me and my wedding ring squad." I was like, mm, mm. And I think his point was I the only one wearing my wedding ring. Now we can't see Maurice's hands in this picture, okay? Because I'm zooming in on my phone, but we can see that Martell is not wearing his ring, okay? And Marcel said, don't try to, send me up the river, okay? It was you, not me. Okay, right, circa 2015, because he messy as hell. I'm like, because you also don't want anyone making it seem like, okay, it was just you doing some shit and not me. Okay, we was all around there in 2015 hanging out or whatever. It wasn't just you. Okay, we was all here, but I was the only one who had my ring on. Well, y'all ring at y'all ain't wearing y'all ring that. So being it y'all was on some bullshit. Okay, and we know that Martell has been saying things recently, okay, about how, everybody else is out here acting like, they are married or whatever, but we all here being some dogs. It's like, no, Martell, it's really you. You're the main dog in this. And Martell, I feel like I wonder what other photos they have, okay, that can come out. Because I'm like, what if his photos showing Martell and that lady, okay? But it's also showed that Maurice was there. So while he also, this sent Martell up the creek, he also sent his brother. Because again, on camera, remember, he was saying I wasn't there. Okay. Let's see, Maurice didn't marry Kimmy in 2015, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so Kimmy wasn't. Well, see, okay, that's a good point. I did not know that. Um, do we believe? Do we believe that Marceau never took his ring off? I made it a little bit bigger for y'all to see. Do we believe that? Okay. And we see Carlos comment like Marcel Scott, I can't. And we see Letitia, I see you, Marcel Scott, meaning yes, he has his ring on. Now they all look drunk too. Okay, he's drunk. Let's see. Marcelo's a hater because his ass got caught. I believe it. But were they together? That's the question. Was Maurice and Kimmy together in 2015? I don't know. But I mean, Marcel's still messy for posting this picture. But again, messy is as messy does. Okay. I just want to show y'all that because Tracy had sent it to me. And I thank her so much for that. Let's get back into my notes because I've already been for 45 minutes. We then see they go on break. Okay, and when they go on break, Mel is upset. Okay, because she's aggravated because why do I have to keep putting up with the bullshit of Martell? Why do I have to keep putting up with him talking this shit? And why did they make Sad Chick a whole segment? Like, why would she get a whole segment on the show? That's stupid. Okay, I don't like that. Okay, and she's in the dressing room or whatever with her mom, her glam team, and she's crying because she's like, you know what? People don't get how hard it is to be here, to be in Huntsville or whatever, to be dealing with Martell and his bullshit or whatever, and he keeps trying to put me on the same level as his fucking mistress, and I'm not that. I was his wife. Like I should be put above her, and she should. She's earned the rights. Okay, and not only that, it's not even like he's with Cold Thought. That's the crazy part. Okay, and when her mom say, "Well, I just wish you would go ahead and get." I think she's either primary custody or sole custody of the kids, and Mel like, well, that's why it's unfair because the court system will force me to prove he's a bad father, and I can't do that. However, I also can't move away with my kids. So I'm stuck here in Huntsville dealing with this shit and dealing with a egomaniac like Martell, and it's horrible. And I felt right. I felt so bad because it's more. This is the thing. You have two sides of a coin. Okay, we have women who will try to take the child from the father out of spite. Okay, and and because of that, the courts make you prove someone is unfit. In Mel's case, she not even trying to take kids out of spite. She like, no, this nigga is really stupid and he's really toxic. But the courts are basically forcing me to be stuck in this toxic situation because I can't prove he's a bad father, even though he's a horrible person. So I'm stuck having to deal with him, and that's the fucked up part. And I really do wish. I feel like, why doesn't she just move out of the city of Huntsville? Like, move somewhere close to where Huntsville is. Okay, that's not more than an hour away, maybe, so that he can still see the kids or whatever. But get out that city. But it's hard because she's like, I can't. And it's just right. Martell is a fucked up husband, but she said time and time again he's a good father. So she's stuck. And that's the bad part. And I don't think Mel has ever said how, like, I'm just stuck dealing with him. And we're now seeing how far in his toxicness that he can go, that she's being forced to deal with. And that's the bad part for Mel. I keep having to just be around with him, deal with him and his shit or whatever. And there's no one who can help me not have to be around him. Okay. Yeah, Mel wants to move. I think Mel could be even bigger in whatever realms she wants to be in, whether that's music, real estate, construction, or whatever it may be, book selling, I don't know, whatever she wants to do. But she's stuck in Huntsville. And then the bad part is when he had the kids, or if she has to work or whatever, and then she's traveling and maybe she has sitters, he then makes it seem as if she's a bad mom. Okay, so she's stuck because either way it go, she has to still deal with Martell, and that's the bad thing. And I mean, I hope, and this is the thing that's gonna happen though. The kids are going to see all of this shit, and they're going to hate their father. So, to me, Martell is building up his karma because ain't nothing worse than your children seeing how badly you treated their mom and then them just hating you for it because you had every opportunity to not be this much of an asshole. But he still does it. Stupid. Okay. She used him filming her and reporting her as evidence. That's a piece of it, but it may not be enough for her to get custody of the kids, to be able to leave and not worry about what he got going on. But I'm need that be. So we see Kimmy and Maurice talking backstage or whatever, and Kimmy like, I just don't like. I think I already talked about that. Yeah, the whole influencer thing. We talk about that. But again, the main part in us seeing Kimmy and Maurice talk was Maurice lied about saying he was not around or had not met Coleslaw, because we see him having a conversation about, well, I wanted to be there. This saying how he was there, whatever, but he did not see old girl and Martell interact in that way. But you still knew she was there. So you still, a liar will tell a lie and not care who hears it. Okay. Let's see. How did Maurice and Kimmy marry in 2015 if we saw the wedding on the show? This is true. This is true. But I think someone else said that. But again, I don't, that point, I don't care. But they then bring out Destiny. And I feel like Destiny should not be on the show. And this is the weird part. We seen Destiny come on her first season with LaBerga, whatever. We still got a little bit of the information, but not too much. But when they came back and he was gone, and she never really explains, what happened. We never really got to find out his side of things, whatever, or even hers. Because my thing is, we did not hear from him, but we also did not hear from her. So Carlos was asking her things, giving her the chance to explain what happened in her marriage. And that's all she said. They dated for 5 years. They got married. Were married for almost 2 years. He filed for divorce 3 weeks after she had her son. And he said, well, why, didn't you speak on the divorce or whatever? And when she said, well, we were in the midst of, trying to figure things out, uh, work things out or no or whatever. And I did not want to say anything on the show in the middle of things when we were trying to work things out. I'm looking like the show is called Love and Marriage Huntsville. You were introduced as a newlywed couple with a baby. You then thought you could come on the show and not discuss your love or your marriage in Huntsville and then say, oh, I just didn't want to. Bitch, what? It made me mad because I felt like, how, then why you here? If you're not here to speak on what's going on in your life, but you are commenting about Mel and Martell and Kimmy and Teach or whatever, your comments on these other people would give you the right to do all of that if you did not want to speak about what was going on in your family. Mel is on the stage right now having to hear her husband speak about his mistress and their baby. And you felt like you did not want to share what was going on between you and LeBaric. And then when she said that because we all felt like, oh, we had to put a gag order. He had to have told her she cannot, say whatever about him. And she was like, no, he didn't stop me doing anything. I made the decision to not. I'm like, get her the fuck off my show. Right. If it was a gag order, okay, I get it. I get it. Yeah, playing in our faces. I was like, what? You could have spoke on everything and you said nothing. And this is the thing. Even when he asked her, okay, what happened? What happened from within the 2 years of y'all being married that ended the thing? And she said, well, we moved in together. The pandemic happened. We had a baby. I'm looking like, but what else happened? What else happened? And he asked if he cheated or she cheated. No, we didn't cheat. We took breaks. Meaning, but again, she was still saying shit and not saying shit. And what aggravated me the most was you still playing in our face, not talking, not giving any real detail about what happened. None. Please say goodbye. It is time for her to say goodbye. And again, if you want privacy, get off of reality TV. Get off the TV if you want private. You cannot, to me, you cannot come on a reality show about love and marriage and then not discuss any of that shit. Okay. And yes, it was crazy that he filed for divorce 3 weeks after the baby was born. And I feel like because she said they weren't cheating on each other, they took breaks. I wonder if he divorced her once he found out the baby was his and he did not want to be with her anymore. Was he just waiting for a DNA test and then, I'm done? Is that what it was? I don't know. But again, bullshit. Please leave the show. Boom. Yep. That's what I think it was. Because to me it made no sense for her to say we were taking breaks, but he filed for divorce 3 weeks after the baby was born. But she also brought up how currently they are co-parenting. Currently that he can come over, to see the baby, whatever. They are co-parenting and all this bullshit. But again, I didn't care at this point in time. Destiny to me doesn't even matter. To me, she should not have an opinion, even though sometimes her opinion is valid on other shit. You can't have an opinion on other people's shit about anyone being transparent when you have not told us any real deal Holyfield about what happened between you and the husband who we seen on the fucking show. Okay? They bring out Tiffany and Louis ass towards the end. And y'all know I don't like Tiffany. I don't like Lewis. And I don't like Lewis because of his wife, Tiffany. It's not that he's done anything in particular, but, he's connected with her, and that's his thing. Oh, like the video. Like the video. Like the video. I needed some water. Anyway, so they bring out Lewis and Tiffany. And Tiffany brings because Carlos asked her about all the comments on social media. Yes, he's guilty by association. But he asked about the comments on social media because we will say Tiffany got a lot of flack on social media, and Lewis said they kind of knew what they knew they were getting themselves into. Whereas Tiffany said how it was a lot or whatever, it was hundreds of thousands of people saying shit. And thank God I did not jump off a cliff. I'm like, girl, calm down, just calm down. When Carlos brought up how people didn't like Destiny when she first came on, but did not like Sadark or whatever, I feel like the reasons people didn't like Destiny at the point in time was because she wasn't open with stuff. She was closed off. And the reason people did not like Tiffany and by Lewis because of association was because she was messy. She came in messy and on bullshit. And so we had valid reasons to not like Tiffany. And it was also aggravating that she would not take accountability for the things that she was doing and saying, okay, which made people not like her and then by association her husband. And now Tisha brings up how he just did not feel like she got to know the real Tiffany, that it was bullshit afoot. And I'm saying, even when Tiffany would say stuff like, would just ask you something, she's like, I don't even know you enough to know what to ask you. And I was like, well, that's true. Because I can't ask you about it's weird. It's like I fully got what Tisha meant, but I don't know shit about you. So what can I ask you? And then if I ask you something, you had an issue with what I asked you. And it was like when Tisha said, oh, I asked you about your marriage, your former marriage or whatever, you brought up how you cheated on him in high school, which doesn't matter because that had nothing to do with your marriage. Okay. So again, I asked you something you still did not get. You still gave me nothing. And both Marcel and Tisha bring up how they think Marcel, girl, they think Tisha, girl, damn it, Marcel and Tisha brought up how they feel like Lewis and Tiffany was on bullshit, a whole bullshit ass perfect marriage or whatever. And I agree. I fully agree. Mainly because when Tisha said, well, what's the tea? Give me the tea on you. What she meant was, tell me some things about you. And Tiffany said, well, anyone say what's the tea? That doesn't happen in real life. It does. It's a figure of speech or whatever. And Destiny then jumped in and said, look, Destiny then said how, well, y'all come off as rehearsed. Like all the things y'all say, it's like some rehearsed stuff and not anything that's like real. And Martell gonna say, y'all acting like they've been around for years. What's the big deal? And I love Marcel's response. Tiffany and Lewis have comments and advice and opinions as if they've been around for years. So that's why we're a bit aggravated. And let me see. No, Tisha glows on other issues. Meanwhile, she's very doubtful of her husband. True, but this is the difference. Tisha and Marceau have been open enough for us to know their issues. That's being transparent because we see the shit. With Tiffany and Lewis, we can't really see what's going on. It's some rehearsed ass shit. So you can't say we're transparent. No one knows anything about y'all. I don't think they said their marriage is perfect. They just said that they learned from their mistakes. But like, what mistakes? Was it marital mistakes? Was it dating mistakes? Was it individual issues that were mistakes? What did y'all learn from, like, what did y'all learn? What happened that taught y'all the lessons? If you were being transparent, those things would be evident, and they're not. And that's why I feel like they on bullshit. Okay. Destiny had at least had a reason for her bullshit, her overreacting about fried chicken. What was Tiffany's motivation? True. True. Okay. Yes, the Whitlows coasted all season on surface level shit. Okay. And I agree with that. But a long bad marriage does not mean anything. Marcel and Tisha could not give me any advice, and they have been married for longer than me. True. I don't think Marcel wants to give advice on marriage. I think his point is always that people who have not been married long should not be advising me on my marriage when yours has not lasted as long as mine has. We don't know how long Marcel and Tisha's marriage has been rocky. And married folks who I know who've been married short times, long times, or whatever, everyone knows marriages has peaks and valleys, healed, or it's a plethora of things that happen. Every day won't be great. Sometimes you have a whole bad year, or a couple bad years, and that's okay. But I can agree with Marceau in saying I don't need advice from y'all. You haven't had a successful marriage. Y'all have been married for 11 months. You can't advise me on shit. Okay? Okay? I completely agree. Even Kimmy was like, you know what I'm saying? They keep saying how transparent they are, but they're not transparent about themselves. They're transparent about things of other people, not of themselves or whatever. And they like telling other people about themselves. And I'm like, true. No one here in the chat knows much about Lewis or Tiffany. We don't. We did not get much about them at all. And I think that's everyone's issue. That is not that we think Marcel and Tisha has a great marriage and no. But we see enough of them to see the good, bad, and the ugly because they're transparent with their bullshit. And that is at least their truth. But we haven't gotten that from Tiffany and Lewis. Okay. And when Carlos asked, Marcel, how he felt about seeing the Tiffany scene speaking on Monster, and I was like, Kimmy had been waiting for this after seeing the season play out. Because when Maurice said how he was shocked because it just felt like, it wasn't even a point in her bringing up the vaping. Like, it wasn't even a part of the conversation. It felt like it seemed like, okay, I have some dirt on your kid, I'm going to bring it up. And that's what it was. And then Kimmy, like, I was caught off guard because I'm like, what the? And when she said, had I not been caught off guard and had I had my wits about me a little bit more, we would have got up on even a more rocky start because she would have cussed her ass out. She would have went off. So I'm like, that show you the reason we did not like Tiffany because she came in on some bullshit or whatever. Now Martell then brings up, well, that's why I didn't want anybody, talking about my kids. I'm like, Martell, shut up. We all know that, and everyone says how no one supported Wanda in speaking on the kid. Like, no one supports anyone speaking on anyone's kids, period. Which is why the Whitlows, i.e. Tiffany, coming and speaking on Monster was some bullshit or whatever. And then they did ask they asked Mel, they asked, I think, Kimmy and maybe even Maurice if they felt like Mel should have spoken up because she was her friend or whatever. And Mel said, I was shocked too. I had no idea, whatever. And then when Kim brings up the scene of them talking on the grass, Tiffany and Lewis, and Lewis brought up how, well, if I had a drink, if I had one got that shot, it would have been different. And Kim said that shot, it would have did what? What would that shot would have done? Because had you had that shot, she said the Scott DNA would have tossed it around and things would have got figured out. I'm like, come on now, Kimmy, let him know if you want to tussle, we can tussle. Because it did come off as he was saying if he had been drinking, it would have been, it may have been a fight or something, okay, of aggressive nature. And Kenny's point was, it would look, The DNA would have got what you want to do. Okay. I love when Kimmy turns up and lets them know I peeped your bullshit. I peeped your bullshit and I'm not here for it. I'm not here for it at all. Okay. It would have been some goddamn furniture moving had you had them drinks. I would have tagged that ass. I'm not let them know. Let them know. And then Lewis tried to backpedal on Pussy Pop. Well, my whole thing was we had already gave apologies. And she said, yeah. However, after the apologies, it was but this or that. You was backpedaling Pussy Popping, and that's on bullshit. Meaning you can't say to me in person, we cool, we sorry, you know what I'm saying? It won't happen again. But then at home on your lonesome, it's had I been drinking, it would have been something else. But fuck the bullshit, okay? And again, Lewis had to backpedal and Pussy Pop. Look, you know what I'm saying? There are no buts. Going forward, we know we don't play. Nothing about kids is up for discussion, and we know this. Lewis, your wife is going to get you into situations that will get you pushed to the side, because right now, no one is going to want to be like talking to you or hanging out with you, whatever, because they feel like you think you know everything. And you may say one thing in person and something could be different behind closed doors. Okay. But yeah, Kimmy was ready. Okay, ready. You're gonna get these hands. One Mama Tiffany is her good friend, and now she's only a friend in business. Okay, well, Mel, we'll get to that one second. Kim was on that ass. Okay, Kim from Baltimore. Okay, honey, let it be known. Okay, Kimmy handed ass on a platter. What do you want to do, sir? I loved it. I loved it. Kimmy will have your back on her own if she has enough info. That's why I need Maurice to communicate with me, because Kimmy is a partner, and not a silent wife. And I also feel like when Tisha be like, "Oh, Kimmy doesn't support me," probably because you be on bullshit. Because in this moment, Kimmy was full on like I would beat that ass all up and through. Okay. Anyway, so we then get to Carlos asked about if the group knows things about Tiffany Lewis that they don't share on camera, meaning Tiffany Lewis is not sharing on camera. And everyone said yes. They all know things or have heard things about them or whatever. And they have not brought it up on camera. Kimmy then brings up how she heard that Tiffany was fired from the Chamber of Commerce or whatever. And then Carla, "Oh, Tiffany, would you fire Tiffany?" And she was like, "No." And I was like, "I think you're lying. I really think you're lying." Not that she just seemed like it. Usually when someone accused her of saying something or whatever, she had more of a reaction. And in this moment, she no. And Kim said, "Look, I got that from a good source who was still there." And to me, that means Tiffany don't work there no more. But what she's saying is, I wasn't fired. I quit. Or I was laid off. It's like, no, you were fired. Okay. Let's see. Tiffany resigned before bam. Resigned before she got fired. So technically she was not fired. And that's what I felt like it was. Okay. It was something that she knew not to protest too much because she didn't want to say too much. And Kimmy then said, that's my point. Transparency will be explaining whatever it was that happened. And I'm my guess. Tiffany be on bullshit. Okay? Period. Yeah, and I agree. She was surprised that Kimmy spilled her tea on camera. Okay, on camera. Anyway, I'm leave that because it was on bullshit. Now, Carlos then asked Mel that she finds Tiffany, not being open. And when Mel said, I know her, in the business world, I was never privy to her personal business. I would see her like people ask her a question, she would answer. Mel, cut the bullshit. You watched this season, you were there. Mel, speak up a little bit more, okay? Because if not, you want some bullshit or whatever. So Marceau then brings up how they keep saying they're transparent. And he like, no, if someone asks you a question, you answer it. That's not being transparent. That's being honest. Transparency is meaning we can see your life. We don't even have to ask you shit because we can see because you're so transparent. You're transparent. We can see through you. That is not what Lewis and Tiffany is. And so when Carlos then asked, well, did you see Tiffany and Lewis's marriage as a successful one? I was like, Carlos, you're fucking messy. You are so messy. Okay. And he said, look, everybody gets off to a great start year one. That's easy. You would have to be an embarrassed person to get divorced after the first year. Honeymoon definitely caught, and they said, "Oh no, you only made it 2 years. He ain't talking about you." I'm like, but it still is embarrassing or whatever. But I'm leading this up there because this is true. Not transparent at all. So Marceau brings up how like he just is not like how opinionated they are about people's marriages when they have little experience. And they've only he said y'all only shared that y'all's son got a haircut and she did not know about it, and that's nothing. Y'all have not shared much of nothing with anyone here. Y'all is on bullshit. Y'all is on complete bullshit. Okay. Y'all are an ideal couple right now. Okay, but let's see how what happens in another year. Let's see y'all in year 2, even this further down the line. Like I'm not saying I'm wishing any badness on their marriage, but again, it's easy to make it seem like right now y'all good because it's early in the marriage. Okay, yes, poor Destiny. It was so damn. The men need to shut the fuck about transparency, cheat behinds. True. This is the thing. Two things can be true at once. The men do need to shut the fuck up. But however, what Marceau's saying isn't wrong. It isn't wrong. All Tiffany Lewis conversations are dry and contrived. I agree. Okay. I believe they may have yes, it's the honeymoon phase. It's honeymoon phase. And that's the sad part. And he said, y'all are like kids who just happy to be married or whatever. And Lewis, he said, y'all were married for 11 months, but both of y'all have when Marceau read them for filth. He said, y'all have been married for 11 months, but both of y'all previous marriages failed. So you can't give me advice on marriage because y'all failed at it. Y'all can maybe be experts on divorce, but not on marriage. I was like, girl, because it's true. Both marriages y'all had failed. The first ones. And this is the crazy part. No one knows why their first marriages fail. Why? Because they're not being transparent. They're not being open and honest. No one knows shit. Okay. Lewis said I was married for 5 years and got divorced. But I have wisdom. I gained wisdom from my divorce that can probably help you. There are things in your marriage you don't see or that you don't address. He said, no, I see them. And I'm like, he just ignores them. Him and Tisha. And you know what I'm saying? He like, but I can share with you within my divorce what we did wrong or whatever, because there are things you don't see. And Tiffany, so I just feel like everybody, you know what I'm saying, has an opinion, just like everybody has an asshole. And when Marceau said, well, look, don't share your asshole with me, I was like, don't, girl. Look, Marceau and Kimmy, to me, were the MVPs of this episode because they made sure to hold Lewis and Tiffany accountable for their bull of the shit. And this is the thing. Had Tiffany and Lewis not had so much to say in their confessionals about every couple, I don't think they would have gotten so much flack from the fans or the cast. But what you say in the confessionals hold weight with people when they see it. And y'all had so much information or so much conversation, so much commentary about everyone else except yourselves. And that was on bullshit. Okay, that was on bullshit. Somebody need to give Marceau advice. He's not transparent in his marriage. And this is the thing. Marceau said, I've never said I was transparent. I've never said that. So I don't think he's trying to make it seem as if he is that. His point is someone who also isn't that can't tell me shit about me. Okay? You can't do that. That it was gonna go. And yeah, Marceau was he was on vibe. And I liked it because again, I also felt like, Tiffany and Lewis was on bullshit, was on complete bullshit. And I love Tisha said, look, at the end of the day, newbies consistently want to give me and Marceau, advice on our marriage. We have been married the longest here. Because last season, when Destiny and LeBert were married, they tried to give advice to Marceau and Tisha, and now look at them divorced after a year. Okay. And so this season, having Lewis and Tiffany come on, who were also kind of newlyweds, not married a whole year yet, trying to advise them after both being divorced. We don't need y'all information. And again, it does not mean that Marceau for sure needs to fix his marriage. He does. Marceau, I think, is aware his marriage has flaws. I do think that. Now, I just think he doesn't want people who he deems as not experts in giving him and Tisha advice. I think Tisha feels the same way. I don't think Tisha wants advice from other couples about their marriage. Okay. And I mean, that's what it is. I don't say I like Marceau. I don't dislike him as much this season as I have in previous seasons. I feel like he has gotten better in how he shuts up and not puts his foot in his mouth. And sometimes I think now he knows when to speak up. Where before he would just say shit. I'm looking like, what the fuck? What? And now he know just when not to say things. And I don't mind that. But he's still like he has his moments. And Marceau, he isn't perfect at all. No one on this show can say they don't need advice. No one on the show can say that. However, I do feel like Marceau and Tisha can say, I don't need advice from Tiffany and Lewis. The fuck? Okay, I don't need that. Okay, not today. All of a sudden, all of Tisha's questions is others' marriages falling. Wait, all of Tisha's questions is others' marriages failing. She's just taking notes on not doing her research. Marceau head is hard, like it's well, true. But I like him better than any of the other gentlemen. I don't know who I like the best. I don't know if I like the only reason I would like Marceau more than Maurice is because Marceau has good comedic timing. So sometimes his responses are funny and it makes you laugh and it makes you like him. Because again, him saying, do not share your asshole with me. If your opinion is your asshole, I don't want it. Okay, get it out my face. But what you gonna do? Marceau doesn't want to advise me when he could not anybody. And that's his prerogative because I do think you have to find a good therapist that works for you. But Marceau is not open to anyone's criticisms. But I also feel like he was right in his assessment of Lewis and Tiffany. You can't speak the bullshit if you ain't living it. And I'm like, I don't know. Look, I don't know what Tiffany do. I barely know what Lewis does. And we do not know much about them at all. At least with Destiny and the Bear, their first season, we got to know a little bit about them. And we got to know their issues. We got to know, things about them. It wasn't until after, they were going through issues that we didn't get anything from them at all. But with Tiffany and Lewis, we didn't get anything this season. Nothing. She came on messy and stayed messy, and then he helped his messy wife be messier, and that's what it was. Okay, but I have been on here for over an hour. I am so happy y'all all came to have a good time. Marceau tried to outsmart others, but every dog will have their day, and it may be next season. It could very well be next season. Okay, Marceau was aware of the issues. He just doesn't want to change. I completely agree. Not childbearing hips, y'all. Childbearing hips, honey, not childbearing hips. Who said that? Okay, no, ma'am. Marcel knows she likes money, so she will stay with him regardless. Let's scroll over to some comments. Marcel head is hard. I think I said that one. Marcel didn't. Oh, I said that one too. I was trying to scroll through some comments. Thank you for the two chats. Red is a girl. I don't know. Is Red a event? I don't know. Hey, Jaylee, this is my first time catching one of your lives, but I do watch all your videos. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. It's true. Wait for Marcel to get his, and the way he talked about Wanda. Now, next week is Miss Wanda. We got Miss Vanessa. So that's Marcel mama, and not Marcel. Tisha mama and Mel's mama. So I cannot wait until part 4 next week. I will be live for that review as well. Do not forget this Tuesday, the Late First panel. Okay, live on my channel. This Tuesday at 9:30 p.m. The panel is Tuesday. You'll be here on Tuesday. Okay, but going forward after Tuesday for my own channel, I'm going to be going live every Tuesday. Okay, because I know I used to do like Fridays, and good little chit chats. Okay, good little game nights, whatever. I'm going to start doing that on Tuesdays at 9:30 every week. So do not forget to come back all the time. Again, next week, part 3. Seemed like it's going to be as good as part 1, part 2. And I'll see y'all then for the live recap. Where is it? Not where. It's this minute I need to see. Honey, probably at home. Somewhere. Okay. On some BS and whatnot. Okay. Thank you, Miss Pat. Pretty Miss G for the super sticker. Thank you so much. Okay. Enjoy the live. Have a good evening, everyone. Yeah, I love my look. Look. Every time I do a live, I'm like, I don't want to go live, but no one's gonna watch me because people be busy. And so I'm like, man, I can do a pre-recorded or whatever, and they go. So I'm always happy when y'all come through, have a good time with me. Okay, it's always a good time, and I thank you all. Okay, so again, I'm gonna go live more often and stop being a baby about it. But enjoy y'all Sunday. I am about to relax. I'm about to go watch Dexter. Okay, and have a good night. Okay, but yeah, thank y'all all for being here, for the chats, for the stickers, for the comments, for the likes, and all of those things. Again, next week will be better, better, better. Now, do not forget. Oh, I wanted to show y'all, that I did not like that lady dress. Okay. I had this picture. I felt like Tiffany dress was like a prom dress. But it's like if you're she's a chaperone prom. It's a chaperone prom dress outfit, okay? And Lewis is in his I'm going to church on Sunday suit, okay? And that's what I felt about their outfit. I did not get a good look at Destiny or whatever because I couldn't get a good look at her dress, okay? But I just want to show y'all that I love Dexter. I watch it every week. I'm not gonna review it or whatever, but I am going to review for Harlem, and I'm also gonna do and just like that, and I'm also gonna do a whole recap of the girls' trip with the housewives or whatever. I'm gonna do the whole thing, whatever. But again, thank y'all for tuning in, for being here, okay, and around, whatever. And I will see y'all next Tuesday for the panel. Okay, see y'all later. Gotta go. Bye.